Okay, this is one of those moments where you just have to dive in head first. Bear with me because I'm going to test the audio. Everything is this is pretty agitated. I'm not going to let that translate over through the screen, so you guys got to feel what I'm feeling. But let me see how the audio is, at least up to now. Okay, that's a positive. Now what I'm gonna do is everything is almost right except for the audio. Oh, and by the way, if you see tears, hey, Warrior Mom, I'm glad you're here. Right now, you're the only one I have to reach to. Hey, what's up, Dawn? Hashtag find Jamie Valdez. We're gonna get that retrending. There is a tear right now, by the way. I'm gonna share why there's tears, and this is amusing, personally. All right, this audio when I play it, it sounds muffled. I'm thankful that you guys are here. You know how this channel rolls. Absolutely interactive. We work together yet independently. Remember, I don't like that whole hive mind thinking. It wigs me out. So here's the audio. Let's see what it sounds like. Let me know, guys, if just put to make it simple. Even though I hate doing this, hit 1 if the sound is a-okay, as in you can hear it and it's good, and hit 2 if it's no good or it could be a lot better. Here we go. Because this I have when I present this, it has to be perfect. Let me show the footage. Oh, the tears, the tears. Okay, gotta go here. Let's try. Okay, YouTube gods. Sounds terrible. Let's try. Okay, YouTube gods. Sounds terrible. Let's try it. Okay, YouTube gods. Sounds terrible. Let's try it. Okay, YouTube gods. Sounds terrible. Let's try it. It sounds awful. That sounds just absolutely deplorable. When I speak, at least that's crisp. Oh, I cannot figure this out, but okay. Bear with me. Let me just bring it down a notch and just talk about what I know I can. I think I've been away. Like I've just been doing the shorts and the blah blah blah, and it's interesting seeing what seems to captivate people's attention and what doesn't, and what YouTube, my good old bestie YouTube, chooses to unmonetize or challenge or outright censor, shadow ban via the algorithm. You know what? I could show you. I got the receipts. Okay. Now, yeah, thank you, by the way. Queen Survivor, yo, man, girl, Big Cat, what's up? Where were you at today, cuz? Slim, and everybody that I've missed. Okay. Y'all are just G's, and now my phone is wigging out, and that's cool. But let me show you what it's like from the this side of the channel. Okay. So lo and behold, I did the I've been very focused on, aside from the last 2 lives that I did from the phone, which were pretty grotesque. I went into details about like cases that are pretty hardcore. Like, I'm not going to say true crime per se, but I didn't mince words when it came to the graphic stuff involved in that dark element of humanity. And it did chase some people away. Now that doesn't make me feel any kind of way. Like I do believe if you're going to talk about the underbelly or the darkness of humankind, you can't handle it with kid gloves, which is why being on a platform that wants to advocate for censoring or making, how do you make free speech in its entirety family friendly? You can't do that. You can't take the entirety of the topics and the content that are happening around the globe, around the world, and there are pockets of YouTube every single day, and you can't condense that into some sort of G-rated, PG-rated, you know, marketable ploy. I mean, if you're going to talk about crime, you have to talk about the grotesque details that involve harming another human being. But I understand, YouTube not wanting to float that out in the algorithm. What I'm confused about, though, YouTube, so I did a little test, all right, and I messed with the titling, and I messed with some of the things I said. Anything that I talk about that, like I was vague on this title here, more on the T issue tomorrow. T, That's the T from the LGBTQ community, trans, yada yada. All right, green. Okay, I haven't been monetizing anything because I don't believe until I have a good setup here that I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't deserve it. I'm just saying that's how I feel. So that's green, right? Now, when I get a little bit more on the money with describing what I'm going to talk about, or when the words I use in the video are very, very clear, as I'm way too close to this camera, are very clear about me attacking or not agreeing with the main status quo kind of hive mind thinking that the mainstream media, and now I'm fully red pilled, or the left and the obvious bias, implicit bias from the left want me to say. And what happens every time? It was green for a few seconds, yellow. You can see that. Wait. Yellow. Okay, the one with almost 2,000 views. Neat trick, dude with a capital D. That's me trying to mess around with the titling, right? It was all good for like the first 30 minutes until it caught on. Yellow means the ad suitability, that it's nonsense. So this is me calling out YouTube for dictating what they want to deem as marketable. Now, private company, that can always be a great argument in our capitalist society, right? By the way, big ups to Elon Musk. Did you guys hear what he did in Seattle? This is no BS, and if I got let me know. But at the Seattle office, he owns Twitter now. There's no question. And at that office, they said they legally are not allowed to remove the W or something to that effect. And I don't know. I guess since he owns it, he didn't feel like getting flexed on. So what he did, let's verify this. Maybe I should have done that before, but from what I read, the source that I got it from, I'm going to go ahead and venture that it was accurate. Maybe I should look it up right now as I report it in real time. So he literally, if you haven't guessed it already, he had one of the staff at that headquarters remove the W, and you know what that spell? Like I know. I'm sure the mainstream, they just won't get it, and they'll be like, "What's wrong with that Musk fella?" Yes, it spells titter. It spells titter, and he tweeted it. He said, "Problem solved." You know what? Let me find it. Let's at least do that. Let me verify what I'm reporting, and then I got to talk about a moral conundrum. It's going to be one of those like, what would you do in this scenario? And I think it's going to be obvious, and some of you may get upset with me or disagree with the course of action or lack of course of action. Remember, sometimes inaction is action in and of itself. So let me see. Elon Musk. Let's see. Let's just put titter. What happens? Okay, removes. Oh, but yeah, okay, that's there. People have been searching for it. Sorry, you guys. Okay, now Musk has dropped the W. Oh my goodness. This is at 40 seconds ago, an update. There's over 9,444,000 results. Musk has dropped the W from the signboard outside the San Francisco office. Now I'm trying to look too deep into this. What is the goal? Like, I find it hilarious. He's trolling the people that just seem to not accept that he now owns that company. And they were trying to say, you can't do this, it's contractually blah blah. He's like, I'm sorry, who owns this mother trucker right now? So here you go. Musk said, and he did tweet it. He tweeted what the billboard looks like. Musk said that our landlord at SF San Fran HQ says we're legally required to keep sign as Twitter and cannot remove W. So we painted it background color. Problem solved. Let me see. You know what? Let's see what that looks like. I don't want to get this is a brand new tower and I just can't get everything all set up. But I would like to share the image that I saw earlier. Unless, well, I'm going through Google. I haven't had time to set everything up. But let's see. Oh, come on. Don't be a bunch of prudes, Google. First off, we know what tits look like. There it is. Okay, sharing is caring, y'all. Here we go. This is where I hit this button. What does this button do? Okay, you ready to see the new Titter Studio? Here we go. in all its glory. Da-da-da-da, right there. So, I guess one of the obvious questions I have there is, I'm just picturing Beavis and Butthead like giving him a high five or something. No, not now. And I don't have a Twitter. I'll never have one. I don't think. Well, and I've been reading about his whole blue checkmark thing, and he's chosen like most people have to pay $8 a month for the blue checkmark, and it's amazing though. Like Stephen King, I'm a huge fan. He calls out Elon Musk, and he's like, "You should donate all the money you get from your blue checkmarks to charity." And well, it's not wise to flex on somebody if you don't know, what they have done already. And Elon Musk provided that he has donated over 5 point some odd billion over to a vast amount of charities that help children and keeping SpaceX open and operating on his dime. And I don't want to misspeak on where, but I want to say Ukraine. And so that was a big F you to Stephen King. And there's some people, Lil Nas X. I saw one of his videos for the first time on Beavis and Butthead, the new season. Yo, man, I don't know it. Let me see comments because I need to know how y'all feel. What's up, everybody? Okay? So pay to play. I mean, is he making that just obvious? And is he trying to make an even playing field? Like, I don't fully understand, but do I find it epic? Hell yeah. So Lil Nas X has been granted the blue check mark, and now I don't know what these celebrities are doing. And what I was saying is, like, I know Lil Nas X is he is a proud homosexual rap artist. Never thought I'd put those words together in a sentence, but hey, do you be proud? I suppose that's your videos though. Is this where it gets a little weird for everybody? We know kids are the ones that are going to listen to the music, watch the music videos. So thanks, Beavis and Butthead, through you two gurus, I saw one of the songs I usually always hear on my old man radio is full of a lot of swinging D's and gyrating booties and lots of naked black folk. Which is, oh man, I'm sure someone's gonna say, oh, that sounded racist. A lot of black men are in that video in a prison, dancing all buck wild naked, and yep, can't believe that's the song that people have been jamming out to. So okay, Lewis, I know for a fact a lot of people that aren't here right now would agree with you. They find him to be satanic, and they find the symbolism. I think he's quite a troll. He knows what he's doing, and he knows that it grants the attention. Just like certain YouTubers thrive off of just being disliked or hated and get those views. That's what matters. It still grants the attention that gets anybody paid at the end of the day. So why did I go into this? So Lil Nas, and I just wanted to share, that's the trending music in like middle school, high school right now. Do they watch those videos? Do they play them with all the technology? Like, anyway, he wants to make Elon Musk feel his full wrath and bring it upon him regarding the blue check mark. I don't know what the relevance is, and apparently companies have to pay. Companies, if you're an account or a profile that represents an entire business, we're talking a little bit more money. But again, I want to verify everything here. Why Dragon agrees with Lewis. So I don't know what to say. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to have a conversation. And Lori from Global News Network, they have a lot of opinions that normally, I don't know. I don't want to use the term like fear. I don't have fear talking about it. It's just I have a completely different perspective on like what people see in the Super Bowl and whether this is satanic or not or whatever. That's a whole other thing. Is Mr. President here? What's up, fam? Oh, and remember, hashtag find Jamie Valdez. I have to do a full update, get this speaker fixed. This thing right here. This is what I've been dealing with, okay? I can hear the vibration here. Now, okay, slipping it back. Since I can't play the audio, I can explain things. But I wanted to talk about two individuals that I met at, let's say I have 10 jobs, okay? Let's do that for the sake of, anonymity. So at one of my 10 jobs, two people, one of which I consider a friend, like a close friend, came in today, and this is where I'm going to ask you guys to tell me, what would you do? Oh, and I stopped drinking again, but we're not going to make that a big thing. He came in looking pretty emotional, and it's something that captures your attention. You notice things. You don't have to be a detective to notice when something is, not as it normally is. And he very comfortably told me that he doesn't see the purpose to carrying on, and he wanted to get his pew pewer and put one in the dome. And yeah, and Queen, this is not even this is one out of two. The other guy I'm talking about, that went in another direction, and I'm actually very, very nervous to talk about how far that conversation went. That was almost 2 hours we spent, and that one went a little less to the self-harming narration, and to my first friend, if you see this, my heart's with you. I'm gonna do my best to get that availability. I changed my schedule up. We'll go from there. If you watch this, and you can call, I got to do better at calling people. So this other guy, he gives me his whole life story. I've been serving him for a long time, and I get from the falling out of his daughter, who is not paying him back almost 10 G's that he lent her, and the husband, and she's got 3 kids, 2 more on the way, 2 different baby daddies, and whatever this all builds up, the ex-wife is kicking him out, and he's on some hard times right now, but he still has a job. And therefore, since he still has a job, this is what pisses me off about any system that's in place. They wait till you fall hard and hit the rock bottom before they want to get involved and help. And literally, and he started laughing when I articulated this. He started laughing. He said, "That's pretty much what they said. They were like on the phone with me. You're still employed and you slept in a house last night." And he's like, "Well, yeah, but tomorrow I'm not gonna be sleeping in a house." And he has like 100-pound dog that he loves, and it seems everybody in his family are turning their backs on him. So here's one thing that I gotta be very mindful. This is a very public platform. Let me meditate on this, because this is serious, and I can't be, God forbid, and I never use that term, nor do I use it lightly. He follows through on something he alluded to. So I'm gonna share with you all what he allegedly alluded to, and I'd like to know, if you wouldn't mind, to take the time and let me know if you would personally get involved further, or would simply be leaving it alone, I guess. I don't know. You can make this a 1, get involved and report it, or 2, leave it alone, not your business, or 3, try to get in touch with the guy. I don't know. But there was a conversation being had where he started to, and this is creepy, okay? Veteran, access to Lord knows what. And he started to talk about how people that do mass unalives, how he doesn't understand why they do not strategize better and go for places like Wall Street, or places that have people that run the systems, like that make these decisions that destroy lives. So he was talking about that, which to me, from an outside perspective, listening, sounded almost like he was in a conversation convincing himself or justifying. um I don't know what to do with the information. So what would you do given this scenario? I'm pretty positive I'm going to see him tomorrow. He told me he was going to spend the last $500 he has to his name before he goes full on homeless and live in his vehicle with his 100-pound dog. He didn't outright say he was going to go ahead and follow through. I don't know what he owns, and if I really tried, I could get in touch with him. It's not an easy question, and it's not easy to say because I feel like it felt like it happened so fast, and I feel like I maybe failed already. What would you do? One, tell somebody, anybody, so that everything was attempted. My concern is, what if he was just because he was only vaguely and generally talking about it, and then I get this man who's already at his rock bottom pushed to the edge. So I hope so, Slim. I hope. Yeah, Cindy D, my son's life mattered with the one, and Slim saying, he was definitely, look, he did thank me. I made a post. It meant a lot. This is the human condition that connects us all. Sometimes, he made it clear he's not accustomed to people listening to him. And he said I was his true champion of the day. And he thanked me profusely. And that's that. I am very much eagerly looking at comments because this is going to be on my mind until the duration of tomorrow. And I think I have this guy's number from way back when. So I may just call tonight. Okay, see where he's at, but if there is a concern, I feel like I would have to try something. I don't know if I could handle it, and something did happen. Right, exactly. Precisely. I guess better safe than completely sorry, right? I couldn't live with that guilt. So, yeah, I get nervous about the things I share on here. Remember, this is all alleged. Okay, let's go with that. Apple dumpling. I've made one person aware, and I documented the time and everything, and I understand. Let me see more feedback. I see there's a lot of feelings on this. Ask if he was thinking about it, but I guess, well, at least I know this. He was talking about how he wants to go out and spend $500 outside of the beach and enjoy his last day before he goes completely broke. And at least I know that much. Okay. But I guess if someone's just talking in general about, mass pews, then it would make more sense to go after, that's how he was talking about it. God damn it. Like, I feel maybe silly for bringing this to such a large platform's attention, but you have my word that I'm going to follow up on this to the highest degree. Okay, another comment here. There is no right answer that any of us could give you. It just depends on what you feel and need to do. Try reaching out to him, maybe. I have a lot of numbers in here, and I have to. The first guy is kind of tied to him. They're both veterans. I get sick and tired of seeing our veterans that come in and I know are not getting treated. They're barely getting recognized, and I really take the time to listen to their life stories and the complete abject failure of everything we've been indoctrinated to believe is in place. And while we're kind of on the loose topic of systems, the video that I wanted to share with you all, which I really wish I could, and I don't apologize so much anymore unless it's really, really like severe. It's titled, "You Gave a False Answer, Biden Nominee in Hot Water After Lying." Oh, the one I saw was Biden sent a creep. So this guy, let me see, can you guys see at least the picture of of this creep? Yeah, apparently you can. So let me tell you a tale about this fella here. I forget his name, and here's where I'm very conflicted. Okay, when I was a Democrat for 2 decades, I was always of the belief that it was the Democrats that sought justice for women. Oh my God, how crazy things are now that I'm a proud TERF, trans, exclusionary, radical feminist, and I support biological women more than I support men that want to appropriate womanhood. I mean, there's gray areas and nuance. I mean, it's a little more cut and dry to me, but I'm sure and I know there's a debate to be had. There always is. But this man right here, who is a Democrat, and he is defending a prestigious school over the rights of a 15-year-old child that was. This is sensitive material, okay? I'm not going to get too detailed, but just bear this in mind. Sensitive material. Um, there were, I believe, some seniors and athletes that were seniors that had some sort of a game to see who could do what physically more than the other. I don't know how many, and oddly enough, this scumbag I'm pointing at here claims out of respect and anonymity for all involved, not just no, actually he went ahead and outed the girl. So and in the same breath, at the time of this case, he was trying to silence the media at destroying or harming and getting involved in the case that was set against the school. And these are the things I was taught as a Democrat, like were Democrat things. We protected the women. We gave them the right to choose. We gave them their we wanted their autonomy for their bodies. And I feel like I have a lot to reconcile, and voting differently is not enough. I have to fully just educate myself on all the ways that I bought into so many lies, and how this scumbag can say. I really wish I could play Ted Cruz's audio on how he schools this man for being completely out of touch, not empathetic, pretty much a borderline psychopath. And it all came down to there was a settlement to which he was not divulging any information. And the thing that he was being accused of lying about is that he said in the original deposition or in the court documents in the order is that the families of the assailants strongly advocated for their anonymity. Then Cruz read the actual documents. This creep here, Mr. Michael Arthur Delaney, let me make sure I got. Yeah. He added the document said no such thing. He was the one that made it a big deal. So a bunch of sexual deviant males that are of legal age are getting away with this. And and money is saving them. And it's all, not a single Democrat showed up to this hearing right here. Let me offer you all the link in the chat so you can see and get as much as you can from this stuff. Yeah, good call, Queen. This is it. It's grotesque. It's sickening. And I find myself like just wondering how much money, how much time, how much blood, sweat, tears, and passion did I utilize? Oh, thank you. Welcome HBR at the Crossroads. Did I do this, fighting not the wrong one? I don't know, man. I guess what was it that I posted earlier? Is this just always as it's been, and it's just things are getting worse? Or this is just always, this has just been the case always, and I was just drinking the Kool-Aid. That's what I need to figure out and reconcile. And feel free to, not one Democrat showed up. The only ones that were at the hearing grilling this POS were the Republicans. And I've been watching these hearings every single day, multiple hearings. I could show you guys my collection. You know, Josh and I, when we finally get to our stuck in the middle revival episode 2, we have so much content to cover. But I don't understand. I never back then thought that the conservatives would be the one fighting the good fight. And I was on, I guess I have to accept, like I'm on the side that's at full on like evil right now. And my last here, I still got that damn sticker. You know, it's by no accident. See that Bernie sticker? That's coming down, I think. I don't know. There, a part of me is like, you know, that represented a time when I had optimism and hope in the last candidate that existed for the left. But now I see him as a hypocrite. So I guess I'm going through my own things. We all do, right? We all go through our own private battles. Sorry, pardon me. I got soaked. It was raining like the cats and dogs out there. Good old binary cats and dogs. Is that allowed, YouTube? Okay. It wasn't raining 52 genders. It was just raining A and B. Okay. Okay. What else is going on? Oh, Maybelline also. There's the little boycott action going on because Dylan Mulvaney was also he's also advertising for them, and there's a commercial. It's so dystopian to me. I am not proud to be recognized as a bigot, but I'm proud to be recognized as an ally of women, which is why I justified always, you know, pivoting to it's a woman's choice. You know, it's not really my place. You know, I really not prided myself. I really thought I was doing the right thing to default and just, you know, I support biological women, especially, you know, the sanctity of their sports, their competitions. And it's the Democrats that want to just reshape and move the goalpost, change our reality, and make us all participate in a mass delusion. And what just happened in Florida, there's a lot of things that just happened in Florida. Things are getting very interesting. So July 1st, concealed carry permits are no longer necessary. Number two, they say because of DeSantis fighting Disney World here in Florida, more namely in Orlando, they're going to finally move. Why? Because DeSantis, for one, wanted them to pay taxes like anybody else. There's some details I may get somewhat inaccurate. And he was never a fan of the COVID restrictions, and he was trying to empower, just like he wants to empower parents' rights, parental rights, just like Trump has been trying to do and been talking about, more than the school board having more power than you, the parent. Remember, in some of these blue states, they have actual school boards and counselors and doctors or whatnot that have private information of students that divulge or and confide in the board that they want to get a sex change and that they feel trans, this and that, and they keep it from the parents and they allow an atmosphere and environment of the school to just play along with this, you know, delusion, dysphoria, and they keep it, they hide it from the parents. And there was, I played when I had the audio, okay, I played the entirety of one of these hearings where a father was calling out uh, the the rights of the school board to do such a thing and how it breaches, I think, some form of our constitutional rights. Doesn't it sound like there's a big break here? Since when does a teacher or a school superintendent get to have more of a say and more intimacy in terms of your child's feelings and what they decide to do? That could be a very permanent change that has so many negative things when if you try to recover from it. I've recently been studying people that make the switch and then feel devastated by it and want to switch back. And speaking of that, man, I hope this doesn't make me sound, you know, like I'm a hateful person. I went to my little comic shop nearby and I noticed on this day it was busier and there was a lot of younger people. I don't know if these were high school age or young 20 some odds, but there was a lot of I mean maybe I'm just an old man now. Maybe that's what it is. But a lot of these kids, there's boys or young men dressed in dresses and short skirts, and like I'm just not used to it. And if that makes me ignorant, then nail me to the cross or throw me on the hill. There was more women dressed like I couldn't even be certain until I really took a close look. And so when I see that at my local comic shop, which is no more than like 2-3 miles away, I'm wondering, like, am I just underexposed to whatever's happening out there, or is this really the product of social media and the left's indoctrination? Oh, and here's what else happened here. So Disney is apparently moving to Atlanta, Georgia, because of DeSantis. DeSantis has been very open about attacking Disney's wokeism, go woke, go broke, and their grooming and some of the things that they have been allowing in their park, which he did not find appropriate for children, and the parents were on DeSantis' side. So I guess, and he joked, this was a joke, by the way. He said he was going to build a prison next to Disney. That was a joke. Some people took that headline and ran with it like he was serious. So I guess buy Disney World. Oh, and what happened today, Shamrock? I saw you post something about this. What was canceled? A pride parade? I'm sorry, a gay pride parade was canceled because of a drag show. Did I get this right? What's up, Indy? I fear you've reached. I hope you do listen to some of this. What's up, Car Scar? Yeah, I don't know. I think I honestly need to get out there more, and I want to talk to these people. I don't want to just look from a distance and make my assumptions and draw my conclusions. I don't want to be a judgmental prick. I want to have a dialogue. Hell, there's no, let me not dox somebody's, like, it's not their information, but on Stuck in the Middle's page on Facebook, there's an ongoing discourse of somebody who blocked me way back when I met them on a comic book page. It's when I was still identifying as a progressive lefty, and then when he saw how I acted on Stuck in the Middle, he, I guess I didn't agree with him to his satisfaction enough, and there was a falling out. And he came onto the show once, and he felt that he was very childish and harsh. Whatever the case, though, I'm reluctant to mention this because he felt misrepresented. I haven't given a name, so I'll mention this. The individual of which I refer to, that Josh and I are hoping to have another dialogue with, has said he believes it's okay for children as young as 10 years old to get reassignment surgery and take their drugs. I can't ever. I don't care how you slice it, no pun intended. There's no way you can justify that stance to me and make me feel like you're on the side of righteousness, vindication, or logic. Okay, I'm befuddled, I'm flabbergasted, I'm confused, and I'm outraged. And if you happen to see this, sir, I leave it to you to justify it and make it make sense. Why you think that is a feasible road to go down with everything that we know now. And it seems like just all the studying, and the more we let these people play with the technology and the science, the more money they get. Is it all just, are they just greedy, hungry? I don't really think they care about, there's the pretense that they care about the struggle of the individual. What was it in the state of Missouri? They passed something H1, I don't remember the bill, which is where they no longer give gender affirming care. And so 650 doctors completely ignored the bill that was passed because it was passed by the constituency. We, the people of Missouri, agreed to vote for that bill. So 650 liberal doctors said, screw that bill, we're going to take care of you still. What's the point of even pretending? Very, very confusing. Sorry, I'm checking out some of the comments. So I was going to say compliments. Yeah, Slim, you're going to meet him soon enough, by the way. I doubt he doesn't watch my channel. He's still subscribed to Stuck in the Middle, which I got to stop procrastinating. I got to fix this wreck. And by the way, since you guys are here, since I've entrusted all of you to, I don't know, I bear all, right? And I've been known to maybe overshare, and it's been used against me. But something was found that hits me really, really hard, and I haven't had the heart to read it. But I figure, this is a real-time react thing, and let me see what HBR is saying. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten that. The Common Core curriculum, I'll put it this way. I'm not educated, but I'm not stupid. Amen with you. Trying to help my son during Rona with his schooling. I honestly couldn't figure out what they were wanting. Yeah, Common Core, if that's what you're referring to. Hey, what's up, Todd? Okay. Oh, wait, what'd you got? Still here quietly watching it. I'm glad, brother. I'm very happy to see you, all of you. And now let me explain this. Okay. I've had maybe, I don't know, 3, 4 true loves in my life. My first serious girlfriend in 8th grade, after all the mindless girlfriends. I was with her for like 2 years. The girl that took my virginity, my high school sweetheart, was another 2 years. Then fast forward, my ex-fiance that cheated on me like a champion. 2 years. I'm seeing a pattern here. And then this is the one that got away. And this is dated from 2013, 6/11/2013. This is the one that got away. I screwed up. I cheated. I was a scumbag, and I'll regret it till my final days. Period. And this is the one I told everybody about. She practiced witchcraft. She really was, a sweet woman. She, people just assume a lot of things. Just don't assume the worst about her. She's one of the sweetest women I've ever known. So just out of the blue, and I know this has been all a little bit everywhere, I'm going to read this letter that I haven't read since 2013. And there was something at the bottom that caught my attention. So here we go. Let's see. My dearest Eli. Oh, man, I'm not ready for this. It's going to make me want to drink. I'm sure it's been some time since you received a handwritten letter. She called it back then. Except for the recent faith letter. But I suddenly felt like writing. I haven't actually written something for someone in some time, so forgive the terrible handwriting. I wanted to take a moment to spell things out, not just for you, but for myself. Expressing emotion has never been a strong point of mine. I have felt in the past like I was burdening others with my feelings, even if that may not have actually been the case. I'm afraid to completely open up sometimes, because so often the vulnerability coupled with opening up is used against me or seen as weakness. I amplify that by like a millionfold, and then look at how YouTube treats people. I'm afraid to, okay, vulnerable, sorry. I've been manipulated through my emotions, so taking a step and giving you control is a huge undertaking, but I trust you. I trust you. I'm wanting to give you control, though it is a slow process for me. I have been broken in the past, but I feel like I've finally picked up the pieces enough to make something that resembles a heart for you. I'm glad I took the time after my last relationship to find me again, because now I can be me with you. Be sure to put my heart somewhere safe. And she gave me gold stars. Well, better to have loved and lost than never have loved at all, right? So I guess on that, that actually meant a lot to me and feels kind of shitty. But I'm gonna head out. I'm losing my voice, and the reason why I had tears when I started, I had a run in the rain, the Florida rain. It's crazy outside, or it was after work, and I rubbed my eyes, and then boom, bloodshot red, and immediately the panic from those in the household is like, they were just talking about a new COVID. There's new COVID, and it starts with getting your eyes red. You get pink eye. Now there's pink eye COVID. Man, next, what's next? COVID farts? All right. COVID cocoa nuts. How about that? All right. So, yeah, love and learn. Man, I'll tell you, Saffron, she could have been the one, and I screwed it up, and I paid for it, and that's that. Thank you all for taking part in. Yes, a sweet witch, by the way. She just worshipped the Earth Mother, and I attended like 2 of her things just to, I don't know, I guess observe, but she had no maliciousness in her. So, okay, I'm just going to go. Much love to all of y'all that make some time to hear out the platform and be a part of this, whatever this is. Hashtag find Jamie Valdez. We need to definitely revisit the case and just go through every detail again and again and again and again. There's a big true crime channel out there that's taking requests for cases for them to look into. They're immensely talented and huge. I'm trying to remember the name. They're called Explore With Us, and I have submitted what I have regarding the Jamie Valdez case. The more the merrier. Look for Explore With Us or Red Tree Crime. Anyway, good night, guys. I'm out of here. If I can figure out how to escape.